Okay, we're live.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Oh, we're live. We're just doing a live show,
We are doing a live show. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's one and only V, the Guerrilla Economist. And we have with us the man who's known as the Algo Cowboy. It's Algo Factory Tech. And this morning, we removed all masculinity from the show. And so we're just talking, and we're just, talking with all of you guys. And yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen. Yes. Algo Factory Tech. Join us or die, bastards. So, come on, cabron.
Oh boy, Brad King, how are we G's? We G's are good.
Ouija boards are bad.
What's that?
Oh, Ouija's. Oh, got it. Yeah.
No. We WE, the letter G.
Talking about Ouija, like the Ouija board, you know.
Yeah, those are like those are low vibration.
Yes, I'm talking about low vibrations.
Hey man.
Something sensations.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and share the screen, and we'll
share the screen
this out here. So Bitcoin doing what I said it would do overnight. We had Bitcoin pop up back into this multi-month range, right? This post EFT, post halving range. And it dipped below for just a very short time, and now it's popped back up. The move down is something that was kind of clear. What happens after that? I'm not quite ready to take a guess. I could tell you that, as we talked about yesterday numerous times, the 62,000, that's pretty well protected. Like, you can see how price gets pushed up, especially going back to April. Price gets really pushed up anytime it heads below 60,000, and then you have this move down to about 56 and a half, and then it really got crammed back up. So now the word is, and I don't know, the word is that BlackRock is done selling. So this is just a quick reminder of the way things work with Bitcoin right now, with the halving, with BlackRock, and with when I said BlackRock, I mean Grayscale, not BlackRock. BlackRock's not selling. I've never been to BlackRock's just buying, but Grayscale, they were selling, and they may be done selling. And the reason they might sell is because, so there's a premium. Right? Premium to NAV, nominal account value. So the way that the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust works is that when Bitcoin is low, right, then you can buy pieces of Grayscale for even less, right? There's actually a discount to NAV. And then when Bitcoin is high, there's what's called a premium to NAV. So when you actually sell, it's as if you're selling. It's as if Bitcoin were a little bit higher than for you than the rest of the market. So as Bitcoin went up, a lot of people wanted to sell. And at this point, that premium's not that big. And the difference is, like, the money is just a lot of it rotating into like the ETFs. So you're going from one Bitcoin product to another. Although they are saying that Grayscale sales were actually outpacing all of the buys that were coming from BlackRock and the other ETFs, right? However, even if that were the case, they got to run out of stuff to sell sometime. And then, of course, there are people who are going to probably hold it and keep it. And some news groups, I think it was CoinDesk, maybe, don't quote me on that. I think they were saying that right about here, they were feeling that that BlackRock was done. Maybe BlackRock might have said that they were done. I don't know where they got that info. But if that's the case, it would make sense, at least from a price standpoint, why price would head back up into here. I think that, honestly, if Grayscale were done selling, I think that would be more a product of what Bitcoin was going to do, rather than vice versa, right? Rather than Bitcoin stopped going down because Grayscale stopped selling, I think it would be the other way around. Grayscale stopped selling because Bitcoin stopped going down, if you all take my meaning. I'm not really big on, Bitcoin went up because this, Bitcoin went down because that. Most everything you're going to see with Bitcoin going up or down are going to have to do with the charts. going to have to do with price action, going to have to do with what the market says. Now, there are some things that do happen that will cause Bitcoin to move. They're kind of few and far between. They do happen, but in this case, I would chalk that up to Bitcoin doing its thing and Grayscale reacting. So, whatever the case, I do think that for now, it looks like price will stay above 62,000 or 61. What is this? 61.3. That's just where I have my range. I mean, this is a little bit arbitrary. The bottom of this could be hiked up just a hair. The point here, though, is that as long as price stays above that and stays above that for a period of time, whatever bearishness in the market should wear off, and then the bullishness should catch up, because Bitcoin is just high time frame bullish and always has been ever since I've been involved in Bitcoin. It's just, the future is bright according to the charts. Now, of course, anything can happen, but that's what it looks like. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to kind of range up in this area. Let me okay, so I don't see any requests in the YouTube chat. Remember, the first 10 minutes of this show is free to the public, right? So you all can come in even if you're not Algo Factory members, and you can ask for charts. I know that there were some requests. Let me see who made the request in here. Flashing Blade wanted to talk about currency markets, SPX. We can go ahead and take a look at SPX for now. And the SPX is basically the SP 500. What goes on there? What's up, March? Good to have you on. You want to see Athena? Yeah, let's look at that. So for those of you who might not know, I was on with March and a few other pretty decent players in the industry yesterday doing a spaces over on X, and we talked about Athena. Now, Athena's an very interesting currency. I did a whole show on it. I mean, you can go through. I think I even did 2 shows on it. So if you go through the Algo Factory catalog, you'll notice that. You can see some different predictions I made in the past. Let's go ahead and start fresh on this. Now, Athena's value is going to be greatly, like their TVL especially, is going to be greatly dependent on the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum, because Athena, essentially, it's a crypto bond, and it's a stable coin that, I don't want to say it's an algorithmic stable coin, but I think that might even be an okay way to say it. And be that as it may, a lot of its value is locked in the price of the crypto that it holds as collateral. So as Bitcoin goes up and down, and Ethereum for that matter, then the value of Athena will go up and down, right? Now, I do want to just break off here. I got Daniel over here. He's asking, just curious, are there any South American currencies worth researching? Colombian peso, any chance? Now, March, you're going to be on for the private group, and I know Daniel through a side door, and so basically I'm going to get Daniel's question, and then we're going to flash over to the private group to talk about Athena. Okay, so Daniel, here's the thing about those currencies. I don't trade them. They're going to fit into the exotics category. Okay, so they're going to have big spreads. And when you're trading currencies, one of the things you got to look out for is the spread. And when you trade anything, there's always going to be, between the buyers and the sellers, the market makers, there's going to be a difference in price. So if you're going to trade a currency, you will see a lot of volatility. We have one trader who lives down in Argentina, and he was trading the currency down there. I think what is it down there? V, is it a peso in Argentina?
Yep.
Yeah. And it was doing great until it wasn't. And so basically it was only moving in one direction, and he was in it for, I want to say, several weeks or months. And we're talking about Jay, who lives down there, who's in our Algo Factory group. And then all of a sudden it just rocketed the other way and knocked him out of the trade. And the problem with that is that those currencies, number one, they're illiquid. Number two, the spread is massive. And number three, there tends to be a lot of manipulation, and geopolitical events can have a large effect.
It's not worth trading.
It's not worth trading.
Currencies. It's just not. The volume is not there. The liquidity is not there. Stay clear of it. Volatility is to the roof. It can literally. I've seen guys who thought they were, they
were geniuses.
They were geniuses, and they literally lost everything. I mean, literally lost everything.
Yeah. Yep. But Daniel, thanks for coming on, man. I hope we can get more of our guys. Daniel's, I believe Daniel works not works, but Deanna's with me over in the 10% Rich Cooper's group. So
Cool.
good to see some 10%ers on here. But yeah, look, here's the way that we trade, Daniel, is that we want predictable patterns. Like you can see on the screen here, these little tabs, that red and that green tab. That's actually an algo that I've personally built. And so you can see how accurate these things are. If I were just to simply follow these trades, then I would be successful, right? This one down, this one up, this one down, this one up. And the reason that these are predictable is because these are assets that are relatively liquid. They don't have massive spreads. And that's the opposite of, using like a South American currency and stuff like that. Now, there are people who do make entire careers out of trading exotics, Daniel. So I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying that you really want to know what you're doing. And it's just, it's kind of like being a specialist in a weird specialism. It's just like you're going to have your whole career around that. You're going to miss a lot of opportunities elsewhere. There are people who do it. So if that's what you decide to do, then really, really get good at it. For now, V, let's unless you have anything else, V, let's flip over to the private. What do you say?
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Listen, join us over there in the private group. It is absolutely well worth your time. With the only trading group in the world that teaches you not only how to trade, but also build the trading algorithms that trade on your behalf 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No matter what the market situation is, you can count on us. AlgoFactory.tech. Join us or die.
Join us or die.